Good day, my name is Alona Zaleskaya and I'm today at the Supreme Council of Energy in Dubai. We're following the recent successful T360 live session with Mr. Faisal, the Senior Director at Supreme Council of Energy in Dubai. We decided to move from online to offline to meet with him in person, to ask him how was the session, why it is important to have such a platform, and overall to learn a little bit more about the energy landscape in Dubai.
Thank you, Mr. Faisal, for your time at the T360 Live. For the people who missed the T360 Live with Emilio Falmata.
I am Emilio Falmata, founder of T360 Studio and host of the Energy Executive 360 podcast.
Please highlight the UAE ambition and journey in the energy side.
UAE basically has a long-term plan and also short-term plan to reach net zero by 2050, as well as Dubai also has followed the path, and also we have made a pledge basically to reach net zero by 2050. And within this, I think we have a supply side management, and also we have a demand side management aspect. With respect to supply, I think we are basically increasing the penetration of solar within the total energy mix. And as we speak in Dubai, we are basically crossing 20% share of renewable. And by 2030, the aim is to reach basically 30,000 share of renewable out of the total energy mix, equivalent to 5,000 megawatt by then, crossing 5,000 megawatt by then. And for the demand side management, which is a bit more complex, we look at different program, different initiative, mainly focused on building, but also we're focusing on transport, we're focusing on water, we're focusing on solar rooftop as well. To reduce, the aim is to reduce the consumption by 30% in 2030 versus business as usual, and by 50% reducing the consumption versus business as usual in 2050. So that is the overall picture of the net zero, which we're aiming to basically reach. And also the transport is part of it also, to ensure that we will have all our vehicle will be green by 2050.
I think our current strategy are very much linked to circular economy, whether it is Dubai Clean Energy 2050, the Demand Side Management 2050, and we have also integrated water strategy, Dubai Integrated Water Strategy, and also we have a green transport strategy, and they are connected to the circular economy, and because we look at circularity with care and with importance, we have launched a circular economy committee in 2021, consisting of members from both government and private sectors, to ensure that we look at the circularity aspect within our countries or MS operation.
This is a big ambition. It is bold, it needs to be proactive, it needs to be diversified. And is there any of those initiatives that you have started here at Dubai Supreme Council of Energy that is exciting for you as an individual?
Yeah, as I said, we lead and manage the initiative within Dubai Supreme Council of Energy. A structure, we have a stakeholder, we have key stakeholders, we have responsibility matrix as well. So like I can tell you, regarding the building, we have a program called Near Zero Building, and we have another program called Building Retrofit. Okay.
We have 12 program under the demand side management, mostly focus on building and cooling as well, and solar. And also transport is also part of our DSM, in ensuring that we increase the penetration of electric vehicle and increase or decrease the fuel consumption or gasoline consumption and diesel consumption.
And each program has a target, and each program has an owner also in terms of executing the program. For the building code, the aim is to improve the building code, already improved in 2021, and also there's an intention to make further upgrade in 2026 to improve the energy intensity of the building, of the future building by 30% versus the baseline. And also another upgrade will come in 2031 to improve the intensity further and reduce the greenhouse emission coming out of the building. And for existing building also we have another program which is basically trying to address existing building and through deep retrofit. And as we speak, based on all the enablers that we have, energy performance contract, accredited ESCOs, we have reached in Dubai around 19,000 buildings have already been retrofitted.
Wow, this means that you are really doing a lot. So for other cities watching, because I think now with all this ambition, Dubai is becoming as a model city. What would you advise other managers for cities watching Dubai? And you know, when you say and you do, what would you advise as the framework for doing this very big things in UAE?
Yeah, this whole thing starts with the strategy. Setting the strategy, I think each city, each country has different circumstances, so that has to come also in the picture, to look at the situation, to look at the environment that we are in. Like we have a harsh environment in Dubai. We depend a lot on cooling, especially during the summer. So all these, I think, factors have to be part of when we try to set a strategy. I think we look at all the things. So based on that, once we set a strategy based on, let's say, our internal engagement with the stakeholders, after that, I think comes the activation. I think you don't stop just by setting the strategy. You have to activate the strategy, activate the program, but also ensure that we have data. When it comes to execution, we look at how much we have saved, how much we plan to save, where we are today, and what we try to, where we want to be by 2030 and by 2050, and so on. So data is important, policy making is important, awareness is important. These are key enablers. Leadership support and government commitment also is important, as well as, I think, private sector engagement when it comes to investment, when it comes to innovation. I think these come on top of all these things that I have mentioned.
When we look at the growth in Dubai, knowing this from the Statistics Center, Dubai Statistics Center, so we understand the growth. On the supply side, they act based on the growth in terms of needing to expand their power generation. And as I said, gradually we're shifting away from fossil fuel. We're going more toward solar and renewable energy.
You participated at the T360 Live by Emilio Falmater. What did you think about it, and what advice can you give to young professionals trying to enter into the energy space?
Yeah, I think such platform, I think, makes some bridge between energy leader or expert and the young generation. I think we can have a positive dialogue. I think there is always a synergy when we talk to the academic or students.
Any change in the priority, something in the top priority because of the current situation at the moment? Any rule for the digital transformation that could be changed the priority as well? So just wanted to understand that.
We pass to them the experience that we have, the real real-time experience as well, and also the challenges, the future challenges, the next 5 years, what are the challenges, the next 20 years, what are the challenges.
For me to be part of the organization running this heavy asset, consuming asset, I would say it gives us a chance to look at, as I said earlier, that will give us a chance to understand equipment, understand machinery, understand, I think, process automation, understand how fluid services are going from this machinery to the other machinery, how we treat the process, and gives us a chance also to look at heating and cooling as well. So I think it's a mix of experience, learning more about how we make the plant run efficiently with less energy, and also making sure that reliability is always there.
So I think it's important to have such the platform that strengthen, I think, our dialogue and make us, part of overall community, whether private sector, whether student, whether expert, whether designer, engineers. I think all of us, I think, have to contribute to the net zero ambition that we're aiming to reach. On top of that, I think it's important to, when we look at net zero, I would tell the youngster that we have to look at both the supply side and we have to look at the demand side management. We have to also understand the complexity of the transition. It's not going to be an easy journey. There are many things that we have to consider. There are many enablers that we have to be part of it to support our strategy, like green fund financing is also part of it. So I think it's a journey that we all are excited about, and we hope we are pleased to be part of it.
And for those who do not know yet what is T360 Live, let me give you a brief introduction to it. It's an online platform where live sessions are happening, mainly focusing on the energy sector, where each session we bring the key expert in the field to give his takeaways, to share his knowledge, where the young professionals, students and entrepreneurs can freely ask any questions.
We have a lot to learn from you, Mr. Faisal, and today will not be the last time you will be seeing our faces. We want to extract all the knowledge that you've earned for the past 16 years at the Supreme Council. And we would like to thank you so much for your time today and also at the T360 Live. And we hope that we will continue to interact with each other so that we can create more platforms where people can actually learn and be active within the energy space and knowing how they can contribute towards energy efficiency as well.
Thank you, Asha, for having me in such platform. I was very pleased to be part of it, and hopefully we can repeat this time and time.
Shukran.
WeTel Television. We are telling live.